the weak maps of the opponent, so it could be a bit a sketchy start, maybe on some of these maps.
Yeah, Minny only able to get one out of this, so a little bit of a trade. Down to a 4v4 on both sides, and KOI, I guess what you were kind of discussing about the map pool is it does then put it into a little bit of a messy area, no one's core strength coming out, but Click, you know,
Yeah, if KOI beat this smoke, they're going to be in a good position here, but we got Cadaver with a flank, so the retake on A not too bad for KOI if it comes down to it.
Okay, a little bit of a tap, no massive reaction yet. First more of the util.
The longer they wait, the bigger this flank becomes.
Yeah, wait and see that come in from Cadaver. He's slowly creeping up through those sewers, and you look at the time, just 10 seconds here, and then he strikes, takes away sheydos, and then looks for a follow-up. Lovely paranoia, and maybe not ideal now. Of course, we do see the full armor there. Hello, up and over the top, and Zyppan sticks around for this. Filuh's going to fall, and that's already a man advantage. Now they're dedicated towards the side. Cadaver's turned to flash. Lovely little back and forth swing from them here. Dividing and conquering, and KOI being held at the door. No access tonight, boys. soulcas and sheydos' options feel almost zero, but soulcas maybe disagrees with that. Finding a follow-up for himself towards Cadaver, bringing this down to a manageable situation. Two players still taking a fight, and looking at where sheydos is, he's still pretty far off from this.
30 seconds left.
I'm not sure where Minny's going. I don't think they realize the spike is actually down mates right now. He started rotating all the way towards C, coming back now.
Second bite at the cherry as well. soulcas getting closer here. Needs some support from sheydos as well. Gonna need presence in this. That spike is not getting back to hand. Otherwise, Zyppan not gonna let it.
They want them to use it and not have to. There we go. Now they get it.
Yeah, time to fall off that. Perfectly fine. This is kind of setting everything up for that retake. They have a lot of util to come back in, but someone who's got a fantastic lurk is soulcas, and they seem completely unawares. Ult gonna go on top, so the information is in. They now know everyone is pretty much here. The paranoia stalls out. Filu, great shot on both of them. Lining them up, and soulcas allowed to get away with murder. Lovely timing on that lurk. He finds just the right space to slip through B. And now the last man alive being Robbie. Feeling like a formality here if he can even keep hold of that rifle. Money still looking sharp. Not the.
I think they're just using their armor gun. I think that's their plan this round.
Been held at the. Oh dear, no clear on that. That's simply not good enough. There's no trade to follow either. But yeah, if you do want to know the names of any of the abilities, ask Slick. He's up on it. Beyond that, we look at how the KOI regroup here. They've lost out on that initial battle. There's the ult, and Cadaver completely unmoved by it. This feels again short-sighted and lacking. Missing that punch from KOI.
That usually means that you would change your approach. If you know that you're going to struggle against some of the trips, maybe don't rush straight into them. Like maybe split that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like they got the reaction they wanted to an extent, splitting some of that.
Same approach from KOI, just slight difference in the salvos. Just to take the sewers. Maybe they got an exit from sewers here.
Oh, Zyppan, what was the plan there? It seemed to sleep at the wheel, completely caught off, dipping into sewers like it was theirs for free from the start. Not the case. So finally, a first blood going in favor of KOI. They have the man to the good here, but mates aren't respecting it yet. You got to force them to heal a little more. Robbie there, Click there, both willing to have a bit of a brawl down towards long. sheydos saying, oh dear, speak about sleeping at the wheel. And do they expect Click? They don't, but luckily sheydos is at least going to keep this in hand, but it is a 3v2.
Yeah, there was layers there as well from mates. They did their aggression, but they also have the Cypher behind them, but KOI aren't fine.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So we're hoping to see this mirrored from the second at least.
Yes. That's what we'll pray for. As Filu and flyuh are gone. It's a hard day today. I'll start turning to chat at this point. Grubinho, soulcas, sheydos. And I am a fan of some of the individuals in this KOI roster. And my main note about this game was, I'm not yet sold on KOI. I need to see those signs here. I need to see all of that potential of the individuals coming together, right? All of that capability.
Yep.
Now, the map veto already had me worried, right? It's always going to be a little bit topsy-turvy when we see these sort of vetoes. But even then, I was hoping for a little bit better than this.
Grubinho has made space towards C. So there are some heroic potential in this round.
God, it's worrying when you're the positive force about this.
Sorry, I'm trying.
No, it's...
30 seconds left.
soulcas gone, sheydos and grubinho. This is your chance to stay alive, right? As much as we can look at this and see the faults in it, we have to kind of put it in context. We need them to sharpen up, wake up, get going in this game. Even if it's just individually, get some power to it. Credit to Gentlemates, they look great. But that's not what I'm looking at here. I want to see some resistance, resilience. They're trying to hold down Garage. Minny's position could be good, depends on the timing. Bloody hell, he does well on that. Takes away one of them, but grubinho could clutch up potentially here. Smoked off though, in position noted. It gets difficult. Has his TPs. The defuse begins already. Zyppan's not going to be moving. Why would he? Off we pop, I guess.
High jump is kind of cool. That's pretty slick.
Yeah, I like that. I like it quite a bit. Now we go. We in. Okay, plant next, but Filu the one to find Zyppan. There's no respect. There's zero respect. Gentlemate's playing with absolute confidence, going for almost wild plays. There's a flank from Click about 2 weeks out. You had one player just dipping in. So Robbie trying to hold some space here, maybe waiting for some of his teammates to get towards these positions to find impact. He takes a step forward. He's got nothing for it. Filu, if you don't click to get any of the utility from sheydos. There's the Hunter's Fury, and that should get a tag. Oh yeah, absolutely does. Robbie's got it teed up perfect. And look at the space that Click's taken as well. In that little bit of a downtime, he already took the initiative. And, well, gets his head taken off in the end. Click does go down, but they've done a lot of damage here. Grubinho's gone, sheydos is gone. To stall them out to this, for them to be forced to re-hit. Now with that utility in B, soulcas can't get away with this sort of, you know, slow, try and creep back behind them. They're going to be aware.
Yeah, Mate's going on an exploration towards A now, pushing out. It'll be interesting to see how KOI play their post, if they're going to explore the links like before. They know they need to make something happen.
Okay. It's a trade of space almost, looking at the positioning coming back in, obviously, from Gentlemates, but plant's there. Opting for that A connector plant.
Yeah, but they've not seen anything, so they're kind of worried about that flank now. And they have to make some kind of play. So exploring back through to C-Link.
I wonder if it goes almost overlooked to an extent, thinking maybe they're playing together, working back in towards his B site. He actually might get a lot of freedom. Kadabra does cancel out on this, but you're looking at KOI having to re-fight for this site control. I'm still keeping in mind that Minny is creeping closer. He is going to be on the back lines. Is anyone looking for it? Filu's already focused towards the front. Now the timing might be right. Minny moves in, takes away Flyuh, and now you got Filu left in a 1v3. Good positioning, though. And with that shorty, oh, Kadabra's...
Before, so KOI got a little bit of a lead.
They bloody well should. There we go. Filu going to start things off well. Oh, I thought he might have even had a second here. Minny looking to try and trade this back in, but it's too little too late. But they've already taken away long control. Woo! Click! So clean with that, but it's getting a little bit brawly there. Flyuh just sticking around a little bit later. But the other two are so far away. He's got to be a bit careful. Hopefully he doesn't go too far into this. Just trying to keep that CT area.
Nice proactivity from mates there. They know they got a good feeling that there's two on the flank now.
Okay.
Very tough for KOI.
Yeah, you can already see the setup, right? You can see how they're kind of sat towards this. Zyppan tucked towards Hell. You've already got Click on a little bit of a deeper off angle. Contact made towards Long. Paranoia does come in, so Click could be dead. Nice from grubinho. Well done on this. Zyppan going to try and tuck towards side. A little bit of chip damage. Grubinho making a go at this one. Maybe there's life in him yet, but Zyppan! I was really excited. This should be a formality. You're looking at the buy, obviously, that Gentlemates have here with the economy. It's going to be 2 ghosts, and that's about it. Oh, we've made a meal of that one, but hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Oh, God, what are we doing? It's a 3v2. sheydos and Flyuh having to work it back in here. sheydos is going to at least know where they are, but Flyuh's got util. I'm clutching at straws here, but Kadabra down low as well. Here we go. sheydos steps in. Minny caught in no man's land. 10 HP left, though, a little lower than ideal. sheydos looks for it. I'm just going to give them the way out here. I'm waiting to see something. Give me some proactivity. You might as well try it. And this is nice. Grubinho takes all of this space up. It forces the hand of Gentlemates, which they're happy to seemingly do here. They still have a really good bite. And Minny's caught one. He's probably going to know there's a lot more over there.
Spike planted.
Yeah, the aggression made it too easy for mates to do the rotate towards C. I want to see, it would have been better if they let mates come into them and then trap them, I think, rather than give them that easy out towards C.
Okay, can they at least get it a little messy, cost them some of these rifles? Start filling out the game as well, because it feels really hard to play into this if you've just not got going. Click there, waiting, finds it, it's clean! soulcas was in garage earlier, he's still in garage, and without, I'm sorry, I take it back. Come on, KOI. Filuh's gone down. That just opens up the gateway, right? They could do whatever they want now. They've got this pick so early on, still above a minute. They could pivot anywhere they please.
Yeah, Filu going for heroics, but even that's not working right now for KOI. Open B site for them.
Can anyone draw some blood here? Show even individual impact. I'll take that. Okay. soulcas will have to give away his positioning here. But can anyone draw the attention back? No, Minny farming. And Click getting these sort of things? flyuh and grubinho are going to have to just face the music, it feels like, on this. Look at the poor of util as well. There's a lot of stall still here. You've still got Robbie with util. You've still got everything that they'd want here. Zyppan's the one to claim it, but it could have been absolutely any. Got to see how much Robbie gets. That's huge info, though. How do they read the adjustments? Nice from flyuh. Can at least find one, but it's quickly traded out, so they don't really have clean access yet.
Yeah, a little bit of curious mid-rounding. flyuh has a good kill, but it seems like there was nothing, there was no second layer. Like, off of that information, what are we going to do?
And it's a gamble rotation from Gentlemates, and it's incorrect. They've been quite fortunate for KOI. If they did, oh, they're going towards B. I thought they might have gone for an A finish on that, but no. Okay, with 13 seconds, they're going for the B end.
10 seconds
Lino
left.
ready with the paranoia. It's Filu getting forward, but he's down low, but he's still going to find masses of value, but time. That plant is really close here. Filu is down to barely a whisker of health, so Minny's going to claim that. And now we look at how they hold in this post plant. Do they have util? Once it back on sheydos. Still pretty far off, 15 seconds. He's got a ways to go here. So the flash in and they flood. Minny gonna find the first. soulcas, nice connection on Robbie. And then grubinho takes contact. That's a lovely push and pull between the two. Now leaving Zyppan to try and close in, but there's so many targets. A nice try. KOI are looking to explore this. We saw that pivot through towards the B site, but flyuh finding a massive entry towards C could completely change the plans now.
Yeah, that's twice now for flyuh, where he's got a massive value from his lurk.
He couldn't do it anymore, though. So they now know there's an additional body on the site. Do they continue on this pathing? Gets a little tricky now. grubinho trying to skip ahead, but they skip past one. He's going to fall back towards Waterfall, but grubinho now going to be stunned up. He's going to have pressure. Filu, what a shot taken away. Click here. Robbie can't move. Has to stand still, but he has to try and work forward, and he does. Catching soulcas on the back pedal, and now time's a problem. They're all on the site here. Filu fighting forward, taking away Zyppan, leaving Robbie and Minny to try and deal with what's in front of them here. And he's going to spot at least one towards water. Gets one. Couldn't adjust the spray well enough on the second. This is looking like this bonus is being converted. It's deadly here. One right, one left. Filu right back into the action. That felt a bit too desperate to make a play from. And that's played in Click to then just follow up perfectly on flyuh. We talk about keeping this clean. I don't want to see KOI get sloppy about this. They had such a strong advantage, and I want to see them keep that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what prompted the kind of undisciplinedness of that default. Like, before it was a bit slower.
Oh, that's a horrible surprise for Kadavra. Both of them walk in the smoke. They've got the site control now. We still have sheydos with the ult. soulcas could get his. No, he goes down. Zyppan the one to catch him.
All missiles away.
So now we're going to start trying to clear through the site with the utility played in by the Teo. And the sloppiness gets punished. That overzealous or mistake of a beginning. Tees up. Spotting at least one towards site. Doesn't see Minny yet. Now should see Minny. And you can see the combination of utility. Fortunately, at least for Gentlemates, they react quickly enough they can get out of the danger zone. But the site is already going to be so well held. Minny with a shot in the dark takes it though, but sheydos with the trade out again. Effective trading. They control, I don't want to say the side just yet. They're feeling, or at least they've been aware there's an additional body.
Yeah, Robbie has the Armageddon if he needs it. Or wants to invest it in this 3v4. I like the mature approach from KOI, not overcommitting. Just taking off the boxes.
Oh, click! Very nice. sheydos has managed to creep a little ahead, but not by much of a margin. You need, I don't say errors, but that's going to be one of them. KOI fighting back down to the 1v1, and flyuh is low here. Click's had a big round. This would need to be 4 from him. Oh, no! That's the sort of praise you want to hear. Not the worst. Oh, click. I mean, I guess it feels like if I have to do it alone, I'll do it alone. But this time, flyuh's going to take him away. Robbie on the backup over towards Mount. And here's the cut through from flyuh, finding Robbie, and then the instant ult from Zyppan. He wants to try and gap close. If he gets punished, that would have been unforgivable near on, but he does get away with his life.
A great decision by Zyppan there to just quickly ult towards that B-link.
He pretty much had to, otherwise this round would have been done for.
The push through from Kadavra. Mates have got lots of angles here on this retake.
Timing soulcas is going to be seen. Kadavra's perfectly positioned for that, catching soulcas just a little, a second or two away. Even just sheydos alive. Good bit of kit left, just no ult. Can he divide them into manageable fights? 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He knows about Kadavra. He's going to hear the others as well. He's got to know his time is looking limited. Does he isolate? He's got a fair fight, but it's not looking... No Armageddon clips. Click. These off angles are filth. This man, he's such a nuisance to play against. He's everywhere at once. So the map feeling smaller for KOI. Looking like they want to try and finish, at least with a bit of pressure towards B, but then the pivot back towards the C. So he still have the Armageddon with Robbie. Still has the stall here. 45 seconds. Still 2 off for sheydos.
We should see device ult coming into one of these sites now.
You'd hope so. But I'm also seeing a player tucked into the corner. This is tricky now.
Nice
Minny
little diversion.
can disrespect it, but you're right. They do now have the red carpet rolled out towards the C
They've
side.
not used to use that device ult, so they now have it in the post.
Ideal.
Oh, nice little proactive paranoia there. It's not going to catch anyone.
And there's the Armageddon coming in, going to force them to scatter, but does it isolate anyone? Does it facilitate this retake? Not really. It gives Click a little bit of room, but then it's going to be the Vice ult on top. They're just throwing everything into it, but it's grubinho to play it forward. They're just down to the pistols, so they do get a reward, but it's 1 kill off the back to down to a 4v4, but look at the HP, it's low. soulcas going to find one on Click here. Kadavra on 11 HP, it's on Minny, it's on Zyppan if they want to go at that, and the shot not there. Zyppan clean.
The good Lotus.
So proactive Armageddon just to take space, I guess, force them away.
Yeah, the post plants on this side have been good from KOI, so I'm not too against using the ult like that.
Okay, Click. He's been the one to make the difference, not this round. It's Minny and his Kadavra trying to do what they can, but down to 3. soulcas still on this. flyuh still there. sheydos the same. They can hold this back. They can make them work for their dinner. Is it going to be 9 rounds for KOI? It might just be with sheydos finding 2. Zyppan only the sheriff to try and break through it. The post plant.
Tricky little camera setup here.
Which one was that?
It's going to be difficult.
Above the... Yeah, I mean...
He did what he could.
Yeah, there was. You're not going to ask much more from him in that. You know, that seems pretty reasonable. Plants in. Okay, post plant. sheydos. Descend in. It's a little bit off this, and Kadavra just shouldering that, but that's a lot of players to try and handle here. KOI finding themselves to start that pressure mounting. Zyppan's got to come back over here. They got to focus towards stairs rather than up towards heaven. sheydos going to find Robbie from the back lines. They're down to 3 now. Down to 2 now. Kadavra and Zyppan looking next. Oh, they're about to fall. Hold on. Maybe a little bit of something from Zyppan. A 1v2 and the time's on his side. Hold on, maybe. Because sheydos is low. sheydos is 13 HP. It's soulcas who'd have to be the big man here. Trying to buy time. Trying to toy with him. Oh, it's good from Zyppan! Surely they're not still here. Well, let's see if this stack can do much with it. Oh, Click. That's a big gun to lose. Oh, well, this is just a mess, isn't it? This is looking absolutely all over the shop. Kadavra getting curious. Where is that spike? It needs to go down here. soulcas going to lean forward. No help at all on the site. What is going on? soulcas! Are you kidding me?
30 seconds left.
And now Minny in a 1v2 that never should have been. And those shots ain't looking so sharp now. 7 HP. And this is far from a one. So we go through the motions here. If there was a stand to be made, it begins now for Gentlemates and for KOI.
Very fast, trying to get rid of this Vice util.
So much layered here as well, though. soulcas in control of this site. There's no easy way in.
Yeah, soulcas has been a menace on this Vice.
He's looked really solid on it. That's even without the ult being used, anything. Just really nice little setup, really understanding what he had to work with.
It's not going to be any easier coming towards this side either, because KOI are here with 3 as well.
Bloody hell. It just feels like there's no win cons here that are viable. flyuh trying to make a big play from that. Still going to get one, and with the numbers advantage, it's so overwhelming. KOI teed up to close out with a pretty clean round here. And grubinho, I fucked him up. He'll probably get absolutely melted now, but let's see. Has to rescind away from the site here and understanding that, you know, isn't where he wanted to be.
Slow-mo literally just used to get across that Vice wall. And that's a massacre from flyuh, just getting the spam through the wall.
Click's gone. He's been your headliner, right? Trying to posture a little, but you can see KOI waiting patiently. Armageddon's there. soulcas has his as well. That's going to be Robbie's invested. Secures the plant at least, but look at this push here. flyuh's going to read this well. He's going to be aware of what's coming, and the spray's good enough to at least contest. But it's Minny to over-deliver, answering back with 2 his own. flyuh out of nowhere to find a Kadavra. This is getting messy. Zyppan having to go to the shorty and try and slip towards the site. Still has the util, still trying to buy some time. Gun back out, and Minny still by his side. And look at Minny's positioning. This could be everything. And Minny trying to extend play here with sheydos down in the 1v2. Timing is getting low on this one.
They do have the better composition at dealing with trouble. But never mind, straight into sheydos. KOI are playing retake with the camera, it looks like, which is really interesting. Oh, this lurk.
Bloody hell, look at that. It's just so much in your way. Does it draw a rotation? Not really. They don't overreact to this at all. They still have the man advantage. I guess they don't need to.
Yeah, I like how KOI are playing. They're not committing to anything.
They don't need to either. And sheydos gets a choice here. Does he stick around or does he fall away? The choice is made.
Camera not being broken here.
And sheydos? Are we going in alone on that? I guess grubinho was near, but that feels a little risky. Still a man up to the good, but retaking with an operator. That's not what I dream of, but soulcas closing in as well. Going to make this post plant a little less comfortable for Minny. How does he approach this? Minny going to have to turn on a dime and try and deal with it. He's aware, though. Nice from soulcas. Heads up work. Kadavra and Zyppan trying to fight together, but this isn't fun for them. TP going to be denied. This is looking like it's the closer, and it is KOI. Side, and KOI will be on the attack. An early util to force him away, but Click on the back pedals to go take one down. What on earth? How did Kadavra get one too? sheydos and flyuh, that almost feels unlucky. Kadavra down so low here. Could put his life on the line, but it's actually Zyppan who takes the contact. I thought it could have been the other way around, but it could be in for a nice little bit of farm here, depending. Yeah, nice. Doesn't even get a challenge on it. No trade available. flyuh trying. Just trying to shoulder this. You can see the temptation, but Click has to fall away now. You can't really make it away from Pillar, but you're going to back him in this, especially when Robbie's come on over. flyuh's doing everything he can to try and gap close, which I respect. I like the idea.
But Mate's being smart enough not to give anything away.
They're not going to let that one go. And I was a little bit worried about maybe Kadavra's position if it was a one and done. We've seen the strength of it, and it is, funny enough, a one and done. But beyond that, there is support here. Zyppan doesn't need to do too much. He could let the rest of his team maybe pick up the mantle, but that is going to be a pawn coming in. That's a small silver lining, and that's a big one. Zyppan is found. He fell back towards that close side a bit. I'm a little surprised, and so might be Robbie. Luckily for them, Click's still firing, but it's a 1v2. It's definitely winnable. With flyuh doing that. Down to a 1v1, and he's only... Those who can do and those who can't cast. So you're already finding out the perfect way to do this. We are seeing, once again, a very direct approach towards the B side. This time, however, there's no... Ooh, Kadabra. There we go. There we go. It just took a second to get going. But sheydos is already firing up, but he's on 2 HP. You need to pull off a 1v2.5. Not going to happen with this. Waiting and watching. We listen and we don't judge. Okay, little labored feet. Ooh. What is
Why are we not ulting?
I don't know, Minny. I wish I could answer these questions for you. I wish someone would answer them. But flyuh is going to invest the ult here. soulcas still has his. Kadabra's even going to catch flyuh. He's stuck around. He had a cubby to play from. This is done. Does he get caught on this one? So Minny's going to invest his ult, but the eyes turn. soulcas's position is now noted. He's been nullified to some extent. Now the fight towards the side breaks out, and it's actually KOI digging in with those weaker weapons. flyuh doing well, but it is still down to a 2v3. soulcas position harder to bring in, but now look at the time. Minny, not again. We can't have two of those.
So the thorns for the backside.
Yeah. See the full hit here. Yeah, does look like it's pretty standard sort of side take. Forces Click away, which is really nice. They've kind of navigated past that operator, so forcing the hand of the retake, which is tough.
Yeah, mate's not playing well enough on this defense. We can't be letting the site go, the B site go like this. This retake's going to be very hard with the ult. Hunter's Fury, the only thing really that could save us, I think.
Click going to be switching out here. Vandal in his hand, operator with Robbie, and away we go. Using that as the way forward, the pathing forward, but grubinho's managed to dodge it, only copying, I think, a tag. But they are aware of his positioning. Everyone else focused towards long. Click is waiting for him to show here. And he's still going to get one with him. Takes away Zyppan on the way through. Plays in well, but Click hits the shot. Clears out flyuh. Down now to 3 more players. sheydos, massive impact for the defuse beginning here. Making it towards half. Time is ticking. Robbie lands the shot. It's just soulcas. Where they take this now. Testing more approaches, though. Oh, Zyppan's timing. Felt like it was on either for an absolute sitter or soulcas is ready and waiting. Now that B site's got so many problems from so many fronts. You got long under pressure. You got the connector under pressure. Robbie's just trying to find a corner to play from and wait for Click, who comes around in time. Oh, I thought he would have had that, but no, soulcas slips on through, and now it's just soulcas. He's been seen, and he's being...
The time is quite good, but is it enough?
You should run.
It's a lockdown.
Very passive kill job.
Don't know how I feel about this. And, well, Zyppan completely disrespecting it. They want to go ahead towards it almost. That might catch one.
30 seconds left.
I'll see if they can shuffle through. They can, and the counter lockdown on top. It's all getting very, very chaotic on the side. But Robbie and Click keeping their composure. Once again, Zyppan goes completely undetected, and he takes the ticket out of there.
Yeah, the buying of the time of the KO was quite good because then the kill jolt can come in.
He now knows there's another close by. He's...
Oh.
He thought he was good for one there as well, maybe even 2. This is still very winnable. They are being stalled out on this. soulcas, when's it your time to swing out here and take some of that attention now? But grubinho's the one. He's in control of this ship. Trying to steer it through, but it's all down to grubinho. But time is a factor. They got to get moving. And grubinho can only do
so
so.
A main taken from KOI, but we have the fast TP over from flyuh. But I don't think it's going to be quick enough for KOI to get back into this site. It makes pull the trigger right now.
No, but a good stall from soulcas here. Nice time being bought. And the second layer too. Look at it. Look at it. It completely catches Click. soulcas beautifully done. Oh, this is a masterclass from soulcas. That was so damn.
Here from KOI as their fracture. Oh, it's getting messy.
Huh. I don't like mess in these sort of rounds. I don't like players sitting in smokes like this against a jumping classic. Luckily for them, flyuh's going to bail them out of danger, but it feels like they're making mountains out of nothing. And Click's found maybe some timing, right? Maybe. It could all go wrong. Robbie's got to really keep their attention drawn here. And maybe he's done just that. All eyes on Robbie to set up Click. And this does feel reminiscent of those previous maps where mistakes were made. flyuh called upon here. He might know where one is, but the second is going to be difficult. There's contact. flyuh looks left, clicks there.
Approach from KOI. Oh, Minny's found a timing though.
Oh, and he just stutter steps past grubinho. And they can now completely turn back towards this A hit, right? They still know there's going to be players around. sheydos is there, but cleared out as well, kind of caught just backside. This is really tough. soulcas and flyuh. soulcas is near. Give us a round, soulcas. Give us a game. flyuh's got a ways to go yet before he'd get much contact here. He's got a fight on the site. Nice from soulcas. That's the ult there, but he takes a lot of damage for it.
Launching thorns. No more
Trying to get those thorns down, but he couldn't get it activated in time. flyuh just coming around towards the site now. This is really hard to handle. That's a triple swing. Around towards the A site. He might get... Oh no, this is... Oh no, flyuh, that's heartbreaking. Minny's going to be loving it, obviously. That completely isolates these players on the A side of the map. grubinho does well on one, but the spacing is there, the trading is there. And now soulcas a little further ahead. He hadn't been tested really on this side of the map, playing from here. He's normally so good, but you can see how much util there is to try and punish him, but they don't know about him yet. That's perfect! soulcas saving KOI, at least for now, as Minny coming out of nowhere might be a terrible surprise. He knows that soulcas is nearby. And he's just known where sheydos is. He knows where both these players are, but he is going to be stunned up and he is going to be dealt.
That beast split that I was critical of Robbie of in the last game coming through.
30 seconds.
Okay, so it's down really to flyuh and Filu, I think. Oh, this is a lot coming their way now. The double pump coming over here, just two to try and hold on, but Filu is going to be revealed, going to just pop the ult, maybe just keep himself alive more than anything. Plant's going to come in, you've got the ult then layered on top coming out from sheydos. They do have to evacuate, and it's going to be a Hail Mary play from Filu, potentially trying to swap them out, trying to deal with them, but he only gets one. Minny's still alive, and the Plant's now in. Suddenly a 4v4. soulcas still with the ult, suddenly going to invest that. Desperate for it to work out. A shorty waiting down below, though. These guys have come in equipped. This time, Zyppan can't do it. grubinho is there. They've got to move fast if they want to make the most of it, but it's just down to soulcas again, and he can't dig deep.